Oh, hi, I didn't see you there. I'm wearing some stuff that I got from this last weekend. I went to PAX West, so I've got my badge here. I went on Sunday because that's my only good day off, and like I figured Monday wouldn't be worth going because it was kind of like winding down at that point. But yeah, Sunday was my birthday, and I decided, hey, you know, I'll go check out PAX. So if you don't know what PAX is the Penny Arcade Expo, and basically it's just a big convention for a bunch of nerds. I mean, so it was my birthday, and my lovely waifu, my 3D waifu, not 2D. Actually, this is kind of funny because my wife actually was wearing this shirt that she got from SakuraCon, and it says waifu on it, and it was hilarious because we were in line waiting for some food, and this white guy who was like stocking the food, like he didn't look like he was like, you know, into this kind of stuff at all. He just looked like a regular, like, you know, guy who, you know, stocks the food and like works at like some of the concession stands and stuff. He turns to us and he was like, I thought waifus were only 2D. And we were just like, yeah, nah, and like, we were kind of like caught off guard because, well, you know, it's like one of those things you just don't expect it from like the way that he looked and like, you know, was dressed and, you know, obviously what he was doing as well. And it didn't seem like, you know, he wasn't wearing any kind of like swag related to the con or anything. And also like waifu, I don't know like how much that, it does kind of apply, but basically, yeah, it was just really unexpected. So we had like no response. So we were just like standing there awkwardly like, yep. But yeah, no, it was great though. Like that guy was like awesome, you know. Yeah, so basically we went, played some games and stuff, hung out. I have some friends that go, so I thought it'd be cool to like hang out with them. And I play, well, you guys probably have seen some of our videos of gameplay of us playing Ghost Recon Wildlands, and so that's, you know, been one of my favorite games lately. It's a super operator game, and basically, you know, you just you know, get cool gear, level up, kill cartel, you know, all the good stuff. And I had also played Division, which is basically kind of similar, where, you know, you do all the same stuff except it happens in New York, and you fight hoodlums and bad people and stuff. Rooters and, I mean, rioters and stuff. Last year, one of my friends went to PAX and he dressed up as Division. And I really wanted to go last year, and I think, like, you know, that would have been a lot of fun. I'm super nerdy and I love cosplaying, but I'm not like that great at it because it takes a lot of work. And I'm super lazy. So basically, like, the only reason I'm interested in cosplaying as Ghost Recon Wildlands or Division is because a lot of the stuff I already have. Like, I have tactical gear, you know, I've got accessories for guns, I got, you know, like all the stuff that you would wear when you go shooting if you're super nerdy and like, you know, love like military and like operator stuff. Then, you know, I already have all that stuff, so realistically I just have to put the little details together. So, you know, for instance, basically my friend, he went as Division last year, and as a Division agent, and so basically he just wore, you know, like the mask and like tactical gear stuff and the Division patches, and he had a really great idea because at these expos there's a lot of people, so there's a lot of security, and they basically go through a thing where if your cosplay has a weapon involved in the suit, in the outfit, then you have to get it basically weapon checked. And what they do is they just zip tie it with like a neon colored zip tie, and that just shows that it's been checked by security. It doesn't really mean anything. I mean, like, you know, it's kind of hard to see, honestly. Like, when I looked at people's weapons and stuff, like, at first glance, you really don't notice it, and you have to, like, really kind of look for it. But, I mean, in a sense, it is one of those things where they just have people check so they make sure that no one's bringing real guns in. That also being said, though, I don't think there are any metal detectors, and so I feel like if you brought a real gun in, I feel like a lot of people wouldn't even notice, but whatever. Anyway, so because this is my first time, I kind of wanted it to be like a smooth event and just not have to like worry too much, but I also wanted to bring like something that looked really realistic with my outfit, you know, something that looked like a real gun, but it was obviously not a real gun. So how do you like balance out that sort of in between, right? So let me show you. I had a sidearm as well as a rifle, but I'm going to show you the rifle because the sidearm's not that important. It's just painted black pretty much. But let me show you. So there in the training world, because you have a lot of guys who basically like they train like military simulations and like law enforcement situations. They use what's called blue guns, and basically they're in the exact shape and the exact dimensions of a real gun, and they offer a lot of different models, but they're basically like a blue color to indicate that they are not a real firearm. So if you point it at somebody, they're not gonna basically like freak out and like shoot back, right? So this is like a training simulation type stuff. And so my friend last year had a great idea. He was like, oh, why don't I just buy a blue gun, because the dimensions are all the same, put all my accessories on there and paint it all black. So he did that last year at PAX, and it worked out great apparently. So this year I wanted to try it out. So what gun did I set to do? HK 416. So I really wanted 416, and so I think this was kind of a cool, like fun little project to kind of get an idea of what it'd be like to have one. This one's awesome because it's in 14.5 barrel. Now I do wish that I had like a 10.5 or something like an SBR, but I still think the 14.5 is pretty cool. It's still very maneuverable. They offer this in collapsed or extended stock. I wanted the collapsed one, and the collapsed one actually fits with eye relief pretty well. So I went and picked up a couple cans of Krylon, and I have a friend who does a lot of painting projects and stuff, and so he was like, oh dude, I'll totally help you out with that. So he loves guns too, so he basically spray painted for me. Now, the really cool thing about this is he did the mag gray, and he even did a black follower plate with the gray tabs, kind of like you'd see on a real aluminum magazine. So, kind of like this. I'll show you. So this is an actual AR-15 magazine, and if you notice at the bottom, there is basically a black base plate with the gray tabs that holds it in place. So he replicated that when he painted it. Pretty damn cool. I was pretty impressed, and he got the color pretty close. It's a little bit light, but honestly, I mean, it's close enough that it looks really good to me. The other thing that he did is, I don't know if you can see, but he painted the selector, so you have safe, fire, and full. And the best thing about this gun is that full auto only all the time, because the streets never sleep. But yeah, no, I love it. Basically, built into the plastics, there's a LE stock, there is, I think this is the Tango Down grip, if you can kind of recognize that. And then there's some roll marks here that say like HK416D, and all basically the stuff that you would normally see. On the other side it says made in Germany, HK and stuff. It's got a quad rail on it, and that's kind of one of the reasons why I picked it, because the quad rail basically lets me put on all the attachments that I already have on my other gun that has quad rail. So I just took all my accessories and transferred them over. So I've got my aim point, my D-ball, scout light, with the gear sector mount, and this is a KAC vertical grip, and so I think it actually looks pretty legit. Now the best part about this is all my accessories work because they're the real thing. So I've got my light, I've got my laser, and well, you can't really see it, but I've got my aim point. I can turn that up a little bit. I've got my aim point. I don't know if you can see, there you go. So yeah, basically all of this stuff works. So it was really fun walking around in the, I actually cut the piece bond tab off. It was basically just a neon zip tie that goes around the grip here, and they're actually really considerate about that kind of stuff, because since they put it on the grip, it's not comfortable to hold, but at least for photos you can cover it up with your hand, right? So they did a really good job on that. And they ended up putting a little bit of orange tape just at the tip here, so if I tilt the barrel down and I'm just holding it in a low ready position, you can't see it, which is fine. But yeah, basically, there's just like little safety measures to make sure that, oh, it's a fake gun, right? Because this obviously has no hole in the front, and so you can see that, right? So I just wanted to make sure that when I got there, I wouldn't get in trouble. When I pulled it out of the trash bag, because I transported it in Seattle downtown inside of a trash bag, the guys were like they were looking at it like, oh shit, is that real, And they were just like, damn, you went like all out, But yeah, it was really fun, and I basically had a sling on it, and I just slung it up over my plate carrier, and I had all my gear on, gloves, hat, glasses, my Comtac 3 operator headset, as featured in Ghost Recon Wildlands. I mean, as featured in the military Yeah. So yeah, basically, you know, my outfit was super legit. I'll throw up a photo so you can see what it looked like. And my buddy went too, and he dressed up, and so we both had painted blue guns, and it looked really cool. Also super nerdy, by the way. I mean, like, no, who wears costumes and tries to like pretend better than everyone else? Yeah, so, anyway, yeah, I mean, I just wanted to have fun, you know, hang out with my friends, and I was a little bit self-conscious about bringing something like this, especially into Seattle downtown, because, you know, it's a very liberal area, and, like, you know, if people see, they may not be understanding, and I did get a lot of weird looks where, you know, like, I basically, like, wore it like this, slung up all the time, maybe had my hand resting here or on the stock, or pretty much just like had it hanging while I was doing stuff, and I noticed people would look at me and be like, "Is that real? Is that gun real? Because we don't like your kind around here." You know, like that kind of stuff, right? And so basically, you know, like I was a little nervous about going in there with this kind of stuff, and you know, I mean, I did have a couple people who were like asking me what I was, because like, I don't know, like I probably fit into like half the first-person shooter genres and the third-person tactical shooters. So, you know, people were like, "Are you from PlayerUnknown? Or are you from like, you know, Call of Duty or Battlefield? Or like, what kind of like video game are you from? Are you like a real shooter?" You know? And I was just like, whatever. I just let people like make up their minds. But you know, one person did take a picture of me, so mission success, I guess. But yeah, basically, you know, I just had a lot of fun this weekend. I got some cool swag. So my friend bought. Oh shit! Fuck. I actually was drinking water from that. My friend bought me a Portal mug. So it says Aperture Laboratories on it. It's got the logo on the other side. Pretty cool. I almost bought one of their jackets when I was there, because I was like, that was really awesome. But I really like basically Aperture Science stuff. I just think the logo looks cool. I got a Black Mesa research hat from Half-Life. My wife bought that for me as a birthday gift, as well as this t-shirt. I love Borderlands. I spent a lot of time playing Borderlands back in the past when it was still relevant. Mollywan is one of the brands in the game where, you know, when you use certain types of brands, they have specialties. So I really like this shirt. You know, it's a nice shirt. That was kind of my experience going to Penny Arcade Expo West for the first time. Hopefully next year I'll be going again, and you know, maybe I'll try something new or different. But yeah, it was a really good time. That's pretty much what I did for my birthday. Super lame. Turned 27, and all I did was go to a nerdy video game expo. I mean, it was really fun, and I had a really great time. Yeah! So anyway, yeah, that's pretty much how my weekend went. That's all I really got for you today. I've been doing a lot of more vlogs lately, because lately things have just been crazy, and yeah, I'll kind of maybe do like an update vlog on my life later. But that's pretty much what I did this last weekend, and I hope that kind of helps if you have any questions about, you know, going to certain conventions and stuff, about what you can and cannot bring, just because basically I just wanted it to be safe, but I also want it to be realistic looking. So yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time. I didn't spill that time.